Hi, I'm Rachel, and welcome to my channel, Bricoleuse, where I share techniques, tricks, and equipment spotlights from over 25 years working as a costume craftsperson. Unless you work in specialized sewn product manufacturing, you're probably not familiar with an oscillating shuttle machine. In costume production studios, you might have heard of something called a patcher. I'll demonstrate this machine, and you won't believe what an incredible piece of equipment it is. This video assumes you have a basic understanding of how a sewing machine works. And if you have experience sewing on a standard straight stitch industrial machine, you'll find some aspects of this patcher familiar. Additionally, if you understand how the old mechanically powered treadle machines operate, you'll recognize that technology here as well. In addition to the treadle power, this machine can also be hand cranked. In this video, I'll demonstrate the basic use of an industrial patcher machine. You'll learn how to safely operate it and in what contexts this is the machine you'll want to use. I'll speak specifically to how I use this machine for theatrical costuming, but its usefulness in serving specific populations and clients will also be apparent. This is my machine, the Singer Model 29-4, manufactured in 1914. I bought it for $500 in an eBay auction in 2007. You can get these machines new as well from industrial sewing equipment suppliers. This Consew Model 29BL was bought in 2012 for $2,500. I keep my machine covered when not in use to protect it from airborne dust and lint. I made this custom cover with a pocket on the front for a photocopy of the instruction manual. Because this machine is used in a professional shop with a staff of 10 people, it's helpful to have the manual handy to troubleshoot any problems that arise. This small container kept on the stand holds accessories like extra bobbins, a tiny screwdriver, spools of heavy nylon thread, a small bottle of machine oil, and needles especially for this machine only. Here's some helpful information about bobbins for this machine. Because of the narrow machine arm, the bobbins for this Singer patcher are quite small. Compare the tiny bobbin at left to the center bobbin for a domestic machine and the large bobbin on the right for a Consew walking foot. Honestly, I often wind them by hand because of their tiny size. This is the bobbin case, also known as the oscillating shuttle. And this is the bobbin, which you should note that only one side has that little groove in it. That's the side that should be facing down when you put it in the bobbin case. You put the thread through the hole in the shuttle, and you can't put it in the wrong way because if you put it in the wrong side, it won't fit in there. I'll try again from the right side, and the bobbin slots down in that case nicely. Now this thread, I pull it around into that groove so that it slots in there. And you see the hole so that the thread can pass to the other side of the shuttle through that hole, which is a little difficult to do, kind of like threading a needle. But once you get it through that hole, you pull the thread taut and the bobbin is ready to put back in the machine, and so. The throat plate on this machine pivots open when you press that little black button, and you can use the hand wheel to adjust the action of the machine so that the shuttle can drop into the housing on the free arm. Now we can see it's in place, and you rotate that throat plate cover back into place. Here's a better view of that process of removing the shuttle and putting it back into place, and then rotating the throat plate, which can go in either direction, skinny or wide, to cover it up. Now let's look at some helpful facts about threading and operating this machine. Because of the long skinny arm on this machine, it's easy to see why it's great at getting into difficult areas like the shaft of a boot. And its heavy-duty power means you can use it to sew through bulky materials like shoe leather, canvas, and vinyl. But you may be wondering, how can you maneuver the sewn item for some of the intricate seam designs on shoes, boots, and jacket sleeves? The answer is a multi-directional presser foot, which rotates 360 degrees around the central needle, coupled with the same walking action seen in the walking foot machine. Caution: because of the powerful action of this mechanism, the heavy-duty nature of the materials you sew with it, and the fact that accidents happen, it's necessary to wear safety glasses to protect your eyes from flying shards of any broken needles. This machine threads similarly to other sewing machines, with the thread passing through guides and tension discs, but the one unusual element of threading it involves this specialized long threading wire. In order to steer this presser foot 360 degrees, the thread has to pass down the interior shaft of the mechanism. One more thing of note. See that wing nut on the back of the machine? Loosen it and slide it up and down the shaft to lengthen and shorten the stitch length. Here are some applications for use of the patcher machine. As a costumer, I use it most often to repair split seams in old weathered boots that need to remain stage-worthy. Here, the yellow marks illustrate where those stitch lines most often need reinforcement. It's called a patcher because the long, narrow arm and steerable presser foot make it a great choice to use for stitching patches onto sleeves, particularly a sleeve too small to fit on a domestic machine's sleeve arm. It's also fantastic for stitching patch pockets and other trim onto pant legs. My favorite use for this machine is turning shoes into boots, or turning ankle boots into taller boots.